Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you have seen this makeup look before, I did a tutorial, and if you haven't, I have one in case you wanted to see it. I'm trying to pre-film a few videos just so I have some extra stuff to go up for you guys while I become teacher to my kids when they go back to school. So we need to pre-film some videos, and today I wanted to do a empties video. I don't have a ton of stuff, but I do have some really great stuff. Typically when I use up a empty, it means I like it. Sometimes I don't, which you will see in here. I just have to put it aside and just say don't use it. But with that being said, if you want to see my trash and everything that I've used up and some things I haven't, then just keep watching. Starting with makeup, I finally used up my Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is an oldie but a goodie. This has lasted me forever, considering I do have other powders I reach for as well. But as soon as I started getting back to using this, I realized how good it was. And I definitely want to repurchase this eventually once I use up a couple more powders, just so that it's not so excessive. But this is a great one if you just simply need something to set your skin and it makes you look really nice and poreless. So this is good for the wear of my makeup, the smoothness of my skin, and it's just a go-to. I see why so many people love it, and I definitely do as well. So I'm going to 100% eventually pick that up, just not right now because I'm trying to be good. Finally, you guys are going to see some Jouer Essential Lip Enhancers in my empties because I always forget to save these for whatever reason. I literally have like 6 on the go at all time. So I have 2 here. One got squished underneath my couch and it kind of exploded everywhere. So I don't know if that technically is an empty from me or just from my incompetence, but it is here. And this is my favorite lip balm that I use, and I love this so much. It has a really delicate rose scent to it and a really nice light pink color. It's just a tint to your lips. Does a great job at conditioning your lips. If you have really dehydrated lips like I typically do, when you consistently use this, it definitely helps plump them up. So it's one of those products that has definitely worked for me, and I continue to repurchase it. One of my top 5 favorite products of all time, like this is one of them. Of all products, this is in the top 5, if not my favorite. So had to give a little shout out to this. Have 2 of them, one kind of not so empty. It's really messed up. Which eye do you look at? Is it hard to look at when they're in 2 different colors? I find it is. Anyways, I used up my Sephora brush tip lash adhesive. Look at how grubby that is. I'm embarrassed to show you this. And no, that didn't go under my couch. That's just how it is. I love this lash glue. It works really well for me. I like that I can squeeze it out or use the brush tip on my lash band, so it's really good for individuals or for strip lashes. I just find it very convenient. Holds onto my lashes, and I would definitely repurchase because it's very affordable. And then I used up my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. You guys would know that this was also one of my top 5 products of all time. There's few products that I ever switch out of my routine, and this is one of them, which I have finally said goodbye to. It is done, and I am on to my Got to Be Glued hair gel, and I use it on my brows, and that's what I'm wearing today. It really does a great job at sticking them down. Your brows will not go anywhere. It's water resistant. It truly sticks your hairs down. You can use it for your hair too, for slick back styles. On your brows, it is my go-to. It was like $5 for a huge thing, and I'm never gonna purchase the Benefit again because of that. So I have another Benefit on the go that I'm gonna use up because it's here, but forever and ever, right now I'm converted to a hair gel for my brows. And someone in one of my videos told me they were going to squeeze some of that in a empty brow tube, and I'm going to try that for that empty one from my Benefit, and I'm going to fill it up and use the brush and see if that works for me. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that, save that empty, and repurpose it for that hair gel that I've been using on my brows, and I will update you guys in future videos if that works out for me. I assume it will. I love the brush and the Benefit thing, and that was the only complaint about using a hair gel for my brows, so I needed a spoolie. So if I could put that formula in there, I'm good to go. So I'm saving that empty. And then I ran out of 2 liners. These kind of dried up, but I loved both of these. This is the Nabla Serial Liner. It's a precision liquid waterproof eyeliner. And then also the Sam Marcel one. Did like both of these. However, I have since discovered the House Laboratories liquid liner in a pen form. and that beats anything I've ever tried. So I will repurchase the Haus Labs. These two were good, but that one's just better for me. I have two face cleansers here. This one is from Ren, which you guys know. I love Ren products. This is the Clean Jelly Oil Cleanser. I actually gave this to my husband to finish up because I just don't like jelly cleansers. For me, for whatever reason, it's a texture consistency issue. I just don't feel it very cleaning to my skin. I feel dirty when I use them, so that's something that, I don't know, I just don't find them very effective for me. So this is a jelly one. e.l.f. has one that I just don't care for. I know a lot of people love a jelly cleanser. It's just not for me, so unfortunately I'll have to pass on this, even though I love Ren. And this is a cleanser that I've already repurchased multiple times. It's my Cerave Hydrating Cleanser for normal to dry skin. Swear by this stuff. Cerave is such a great brand for my skin. My skin doesn't need much. I like a simple routine for myself. And this is something that I've always continued to repurchase, always had success with. Feels like it actually cleans my skin, and it's just very gentle to my sensitive skin. It has hyaluronic acid and ceramides in it. It's just a really well formulated cleanser that's recommended by dermatologists and affordable. So you can't really say anything bad about that. Makeup product that got away on me, I have my Kiss Blowout Lash in Pixie 02. I need to purchase these because I've been missing them. They're one of my favorite lashes of all time. They just give a beautiful natural look to the eyes, and I can wear these with heavy dramatic makeup like I'm wearing now, or just on no makeup days, pop these on. They look so beautiful and natural on my eyes. So a favorite, and for sure will definitely repurchase. Then I always get questions on my teeth and if I whiten them. And the only thing I ever use is this Colgate toothpaste. I get any of the Optic White. This is their new renewal one, and it says it removes 10 years of yellow stains. I drink red wine and coffee on the regular, and I feel like my teeth are fairly white, and I don't use any kind of whitening on them. I just use the Optic White from Colgate, so if you were ever curious, this is all I use. And I've purchased that since they came out with the original Colgate Optic White. I have not changed my toothpaste since its original launch, which is crazy to me. They're fairly white, not straight, like vampires. One of my favorite things, self-tanner. I have two favorites, one honorable mention. I used up all three of these. This is my number one self-tanner, my go-to. It's the Bondi Sands Liquid Gold Self-Tanning Dry Oil. You can't screw this up unless you don't know where you put it, because there's no color guard for this. So I guess that would be a way to screw it up if you don't know where you're applying it. But this is very moisturizing to my skin. It's an oil, so I don't ever feel like my skin looks crocodile or scaly when this fades on me. My skin always looks nice and smooth and has that tan that just lasts beautifully. So I personally love an oil. This is just a medium tan, so if you're looking for something deeper, I have a couple more recommendations. But for me, my skin just grabs onto tan. Like, I tan easily in the sun, which I don't like to do, but I do tan easily. And for me, I also self-tan very, very easily. So I can use a medium, and I get really dark with a medium. And that's just how my skin is. I feel like because I'm so dry, I can just really absorb tan well. That is just my theory, and this is the best one I've ever tried. If you're looking for something really hydrating, this is great for the winter for me. I often can't use mousses in the winter because my skin just can't handle it. But if I were to pick one mousse right now, this would be it. This is the Filter by Molly May, and yes, she was on Love Island, and yes, I am watching the US Love Island right now. I love my reality TV shows. I just love them. This is her tanning mousse. I have the extra dark version. I have since repurchased this. I actually am wearing the Molly May one right now on my skin, and I love this in terms of foam. It gives me the best color. It's a brown tan. It doesn't have any red. It doesn't have orange. It's not on any end of the spectrum. It's just a perfect brown tan. So that is why I like this one. She also has various shades. I always go for the extra dark because it just matches my skin tone better, because I do tan quite dark. So this is the one I would highly, highly recommend. It also doesn't smell like a traditional self-tanner, which I hate. This has more of a floral scent to it, and it's more appealing to my senses than normal tanners. So this is the one I would go for. And I don't get duty when I shop from her website when I order that. And then this is the Bondi Sands Ultra Dark Self-Tanning Mousse. I love Bondi Sands. This is a great one to try. I just prefer the color of the Molly May one. I used to use this all the time, but That's the only reason. I prefer the color of that one. But I would pick up another one of this if I were to be placing an order for more oils, but I haven't run out of those yet. I have like several backups of those. And then speaking of the sun, I have 2 sunscreens to share. This one I use on my kids. It's my absolute favorite. I've used this since they were babies, and it is the Think Baby sunscreen. So this is an SPF of 50. It's water resistant up to 80 minutes. The active ingredient is zinc oxide at 20%. It's dermatologist recommended, and for me, the sunscreen specifically was good because Ariana has very, very sensitive skin, and this was the only sunscreen she could use where she didn't get little bumps on her skin. And my kids have never burnt. I always use this. I'm very religious about sunscreen when we're outside doing anything. They have never burnt, and I love this sunscreen. I burned so bad when I was younger. That's why I have all these freckles and pigmentation coming through now in later life, because I burn. You can see it all over my face. But for me, this is what I love for my body. And this is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Body Mist Sunscreen. They have one that comes with a handle, and then this one, they're both the same. And it gives a beautiful glow to your skin, which is a bonus, but it also protects your skin. So I saw Scott Barnes use this on Tati, and it was really beautiful on her skin. So I picked it up for that reason. Protects your skin as well. Easy to apply. I love it. Always repurchase this. Just my go-to. For hairspray, I have also 2 to mention. This is one of my favorite from the drugstore. It has been for a while. It is the L'Oreal Paris Elnett Satin Hairspray, and I'll get any of the holds. This is the Stronghold one. I don't care for the smell of it, but it works. So I keep purchasing it because it is affordable and it's very, very good. And then my all-time favorite hairspray, which I wish was a bigger size, is the KMS Hairstay Anti-Humidity Seal Spray, and this is a 24-hour weatherproofing for finished looks hairspray. It smells incredible. It really truly seals your hair, and it's just a beautiful formula. So I love this if I have a sleek hairstyle. I'll use something else with a stronger hold if I'm doing curls and stuff, but this is for sure to smooth out flyaways and just to provide a seal for my hair for the humidity. 100% works. I got so many people onto this. It's just one of the best in my opinion. I just wish it was a bigger size because honestly I go through this like water. For deodorant, I use the Schmitz brand. I always have a hard time saying that, Schmitz. This is the Bergamot and Lime natural deodorant. This irritated my skin. I saw warnings of that. Honestly, this smells like a key lime pie though, which is my favorite kind of pie. So I had to try it based on the smell. Oh my God, it smells so good. But it irritated my skin. So maybe I should just save this to smell it. I'm weird. I've used this and I want to smell it. Okay, but if you're looking for a good one by the brand, I love the pineapple coconut one. It's formulated for sensitive skin, which I have, and it just works for me. I have used natural deodorant for as long as I can remember now. I switched a very long time ago, and the Schmitz brand is my favorite. I still need to try Native. I know a lot of people talk about them, and if you have another brand of deodorant that you like that smells good, let me know in the comments. If you haven't tried the coconut pineapple one from Schmitz, it's a little bit harder to find, but it's made for sensitive skin. It's the best. It smells like the tropical yellow Trident gum. It smells incredible. For hair, I apparently dyed my hair twice since my last empties video, and this is the only thing I've used for the past 10 plus years, and it is the Ion Color Brilliance Demi Permanent Cream Hair Color in 3N. It's a dark natural brown. It's what I use on my hair. Well, I guess you can't tell because this isn't my hair. This is, and it's slicked back, but you've seen me in all my videos. This is what I use, and I have a whole hair tutorial up on my channel in case you want to see how I dye my hair at home. It has not changed since I filmed that, and that's what I use forever and ever. And then when I cut my hair color just to get more product and just to lightly go through the lengths if I want to refresh, I put this in. And if you want to hear all about cutting the color, go to my tutorial, but this is what I use for that, is any kind of cheap hair mask from the drugstore I use. This one was all right. Honestly, I just find the cheapest one and throw it in my hair color because it's not going on my hair that long. And this is the Garnier Whole Blends Deeply Nourishing Rinse Out Mask. It was good for what it did. You can see my hair color all up in there. But yeah, I just use a cheap hair mask when I do that. I don't want to spend a ton of money and waste it, you know? And then this is amazing, and I absolutely love it. This was in my mid-year favorites and for sure going to be at the end of the year. It's the L'Oreal Paris 8-Second Wonder Water. It's a lamellar rinse out, and this truly makes my hair so nice and beautiful. I honestly need to repurchase this now because my hair hasn't been doing so well, and I really need that refresher that this is. So if you're looking for something that just really smooths and just honestly, this makes my hair so good, like noticeably different after one use, I would check this out. Really easy to use. It says if you have long hair, you can double the dose, and depending on your thickness, I still only use 1 dose for my entire head of hair, and it works for me. So I get a ton of use out of that. I use this for my daughter. It is the Garnier Fructis 10-in-1 Rescue Leave-In Detangler. And this was such a good detangler because it wouldn't leave her hair greasy. She has super fine, thin hair. And I can't find this anymore, unfortunately. And we both loved the smell of this. Oh, it smells so good. And it didn't leave her hair greasy. I'm just looking for the best detangler for her now because honestly, everything that detangles her hair leaves it looking weighed down. And this didn't. So I need something for her. So if you have any recommendations, let me know because I haven't been able to find this. And if you do happen to find this, let me know so I can buy it. And then last but not least, I use these hair colors, which are one-day colors, on my kids and my mom for my daughter's birthday. And they are so good. These ones specifically, like I tried a lighter pink and a lighter purple, but these two colors were so vibrant and so good. They wash out too, so don't worry. And these are the Colorista Spray One-Day Color, and you can do highlights. I did their whole head of hair, and they just look so cool. So if you're looking for something just for hair color temporarily, these are really good. I also have a silver one that I used on my daughter. I haven't used up yet, but she had 100-day of school last year, and they dressed up as all old people, and that's what I put in her hair, and it was just so cute. If you've ever seen like those Halloween pictures going around of kids dressed up old, oh, it's just so adorable. So anyways, those were the hair colors I used, and highly recommend if you're looking for one-day color. So that is everything for my empties video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Wasn't too many products to share this time around, but I have been saving these since my last empties and couldn't wait to share with you my thoughts on everything, and I hope you found something that you might want to check out. Most of the things that I use up, I typically like. There's a couple products in here that I don't like, personal preference, but yes. I love watching these videos. You can truly see what someone likes, and I hope you guys enjoy these too. Please give it a thumbs up if you want me to continue to save my trash, because I have a whole area that I have to shove all my trash in just to show you guys, and that's gonna be it. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love for you to do so by hitting that red button below, the bell, if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.